Hello, Morongo Basin, and listeners around the world online at Z107.7 FM.com. Here is the Z107.7 Local News for Monday, May 5th, 2025. The teacher arrested in Yucca Valley for investigation into the sexual abuse of a minor entered pleas of not guilty to more than 20 felony charges at an arraignment on Friday morning. Stephen Spurlock, a 43-year-old resident of Yucca Valley, was arrested at his home on Tuesday after his alleged abuse of a minor was reported to 911. Spurlock works as a teacher and coach at an unnamed private school in Rancho Mirage. Spurlock was arraigned on 17 felony charges of rape by force or fear, 1 felony charge of lewd or lascivious acts with a child 14 or 15 years old, 2 felony charges of forced oral copulation on a minor, and 1 felony charge of sodomy with a minor. At the arraignment, Judge Michael Lau set bail at $1,440,000. Spurlock is currently still in custody. Because Stephen Spurlock works as a school teacher and coach, detectives suspect there may be additional victims in both San Bernardino and Riverside counties. Spurlock's booking photo is available on our website, Z107.7 FM.com. Anyone who may have been victimized by Spurlock is urged to immediately contact the Morongo Basin Sheriff's Station at 760-366-4175. The San Bernardino County Board of Supervisors meets in regular session tomorrow morning. The board will primarily review financial matters and other issues that do not specifically pertain to the Morongo Basin. The San Bernardino County Board of Supervisors meet in regular session tomorrow at 10 a.m. in San Bernardino. You can attend remotely at a link in this story at Z107.7 FM.com. The Yucca Valley Town Council meets in regular session tomorrow evening to provide an update on the operational review of the animal shelter. As part of the ongoing review, the council may authorize new employees for the Yucca Valley Animal Shelter, consider the creation of a standing committee to oversee the shelter, and create programs to improve volunteer outreach and animal foster efforts. The council will hold a public hearing on adding solid waste treatment and handling services to the tax roll for 2025 and 2026, though the cost of the services contracted to Burtec are already on the tax rolls. These services must be approved via public hearing each fiscal year, and the cost for services may have increased in the past year due to organic waste green bin collection. The Town Council will review applications for Measure Y funding, in which money collected from tax revenue will be allocated to programs and nonprofit institutions for the overall benefit of the community. Applicants for this round of funding include the Joshua Tree National Park Association, Aquafit, Milltree, Spark Growth, the Boys and Girls Club, the Morongo Basin Historical Museum, and more. The town will also receive a report from the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department on a proposal to install 20 license plate recognition cameras at 5 intersections throughout town. The public meeting of the Yucca Valley Town Council begins at 5 p.m. tomorrow at the Yucca Valley Community Center. The Yucca Valley Animal Shelter is holding an adoption event through the month of May, and all dogs and cats are available for just $20. This includes vaccinations, spay and or neuter, a free veterinary exam, and a microchip. You can visit the Yucca Valley Animal Shelter at 4755 Malin Way, Tuesday to Saturday, noon to 5 p.m. At the 29 Palms Planning Commission meeting tomorrow afternoon, commissioners will conduct a study session to decide on whether an electric vehicle charging station is a transportation facility or a gas station. Here's Annalise Kuiper with more from their agenda.
On Resolution 2505, recommending that the 29 Palms City Council approve amending Development Code Chapter 19.101, Ancillary Uses, Commercial Activities and Entertainment of the City of 29 Palms Development Code. The Planning Commission has received several inquiries regarding electric vehicle charging stations. The Development Code does not have specific language for this type of business, only mentioning transportation facilities which are permitted in residential, commercial, and industrial zoning districts subject to a conditional use permit, and gas stations which are permitted in commercial and industrial zones subject to a conditional use permit. During a study session, the Planning Commission will discuss whether electric vehicle charging stations should be considered similar to a transportation facility or more like a gas station. Located at 6136 Adobe Road in 29 Palms, the Planning Commission meeting is tomorrow, Tuesday, May 6th at 5 p.m. The public is most welcome to attend. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Annalise Kuiper.
And finally, 3 Morongo Basin Rotary Clubs combined forces recently for a successful annual food drive resulting in 168 bags of food that will each feed a family of 4 and $7,000 in cash for 7 local food distribution agencies. Members of the Rotary Clubs of Joshua Tree, 29 Palms, and Yucca Valley Sunset manned collection stations at the Yucca Valley East Stater Brothers and 29 Palms Stater Brothers on April 25th to take donations. Cash donations from sponsors in the 3 Rotary Clubs were also used to augment the donations. The food and $1,000 cash each were distributed to the Way Station, Paying It Forward, 29 Palms Food Pantry, Morongo Basin Arch, Copper Mountain Mesa Community Association, Roth Food Pantry at Oasis Community Church, and the Yucca Valley Boys and Girls Club. This was the 13th year that the 3 clubs have worked together to collect food to help their communities. Chairperson Mary Helen Tuttle of Joshua Tree Rotary said that it was a very successful event, and she thanked Rotary volunteers and members of the Morongo Basin communities for their generosity and support. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear about news happening, let us know. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm News Director Jeff Harmatz.